Welcome back to Two Brothers Comics. I'm Dustin, and today I'm going to do the first video in a little series I want to do on all the first appearances in my personal collection. If you want to see who I'm showing off today, stay tuned. Now today, I threw on my awesome Marvel Comics hoodie my wife bought me because we're going to go through all my Marvel Comics first appearances. Let's start it off right with Amazing Adventures issue number 11. Now, people call this by different names. They say it's the first appearance of the Gray Beast, the first appearance of the Fuzzy Beast, first appearance of Beast with fur, first appearance of Beast in his new mutated form, whatever you want to call it. I always say Gray Beast, first appearance of the Gray Beast, but it is the first appearance of him in this form because he previously looked like this. Now he looks like this. So this is an awesome key first appearance. If you're an X-Men fan, if you're a Beast fan, which I am, so that's definitely going to make the list. Next up, we have Submariner issue number 5, the first appearance of the Tiger Shark, who is an awesome character, an awesome villain. I'm a villains guy, so obviously I gravitated to this character, and this was a great cover first appearance. Next up, this is the first appearance of the Transformers in Marvel Comics Transformers issue number 1. This is a great book to have, super cool little key to have too. And, first appearance of the Autobots, the Decepticons, all those guys, man. This is just a great book to have. Moving back into kind of like the X-Men Mutants game here, we got Uncanny X-Men 191. Now, there's a lot of people out there that don't even really pay attention to this book, this character, this first appearance, but I dig it. And if you read Hickman's run with the House and Power series, I don't know how you did not get into this character. This is the first appearance of Nimrod. Now, yes, I know he's not on the cover, but I assure you this is his first appearance. His first cover appearance comes in 193, I believe. But, yeah, you got Vision and Colossus on here getting it in with Nimrod's first appearance inside. Newsstand. Next up is a character that I'm probably the only one that really cares about this, but you guys know I'm a motorcycle guy, love my Harleys. So obviously, first Evel Knievel was something I had to throw in the collection. You got this awesome flames art here going around the bottom and the sides. You got that iconic Harley Davidson one there. I know it doesn't say Harley on it, but we know what it is. Evel Knievel tearing through the flames. Awesome book. One of my favorite books in my collection. Next up, I got a couple big boys, so y'all might want to sit down. I'll give you a second. You sitting down? Alright. Now, a lot of y'all probably didn't even know I had these books, but I'm going to surprise you. Are y'all ready for this? First, I'm going to break y'all off a little bit easy with the first appearance of Wolverine. What's that? Yeah, that's right. I got the first appearance of Wolverine. The Incredible Hulk and Wolverine, issue number 1. Yeah, I know. It's kind of, it doesn't really count, but this is a cool book that I picked up because it does actually print the first appearance of Wolverine. Newsstand. This actually was a really cool reprint. It's got a wraparound cover, but it does indeed have inside the entire issue of Hulk 180. If you're waiting for me to finish the number and say 1 at the end, I'm not going to, because Wolverine's first appearance was Hulk 180, and this actually shows Hulk 180, 181, and 182 all inside here. It's a really cool book. But hey, still has that first appearance storyline in there. Now don't get up, because next up, I got a first appearance here that's gonna blow your mind. It's a character I'm not too keen on all the time, but everybody else seems to love. This old web slinger guy. Spider-Man, first appearance of Spider-Man. No, so this is the Marvel Tales reprint and retelling in 137. This is the retelling of the first appearance of Spider-Man, AF-15. I forget how I ended up with this book, but I've almost given it away and sold it a couple times, but I don't know. I kind of like this cover even better than AF-15, but I don't know. I've never been able to part with this one. I just thought it was cool. Little newsstand action, but it's super clean and it's a cool book. So it is a retelling of the first appearance of everybody's favorite web slinger except mine, because I'm a Miles Morales guy. I don't really do a whole lot Peter Parker. It's just not my deal. But there you go, first Spider-Man. Now we're not done. I've got a few more I want to show you guys, but we can't do it here. We're gonna have to move to the back wall. All right, guys, so we've moved to the back wall here. These are where I keep some of my super bangers displayed. These are some of the most prized possessions in my collection, and I do have a couple of Marvel first appearances in these. So let's start off right here. All right, first appearance of Gambit, Uncanny X-Men 266, and no, you're not seeing things. That is a 9.8. If you've never watched our very first CGC haul video, there is a very funny part that includes this book, and I definitely recommend you go check that out. Now, I do know that Gambit's true first appearance was the Uncanny X-Men Annual 14. I do own that book. However, right now it is being pressed and prepped so I can send it to CGC. So I do have that one, but this one here is the one that is actually credited with first full appearance of Gambit in comic books. So Marvel's Uncanny X-Men 266. Now let's move on down the line a little bit here. We can kind of count this. We can kind of count this one here. Captain America issue 100. This is the first appearance of Cap in his own solo series for Marvel. So I don't know if you really kind of count that or not. But this is Captain America 100. This is where Tales of Suspense ended and Captain America debuted in his own title. So you kind of count it, you kind of don't. Either way, it's a great book. 7.5, not too shabby either. Moving on down the line, just a hair here. This is a first appearance I never thought I would own, but thanks to a great friend of mine, Man Cave Comics, I know almost everybody has already watched the video where I opened up this AOK. If you don't know what an AOK is, we call it an act of kindness. This book was sent to me for free out of the kindness of Man Cave's heart, and it's the first appearance of Ghost Rider. Now, we've already talked about my love for motorcycles, for Harley Davidsons. How could I not love the Ghost Rider? He's one of my favorite characters of all time, for sure. And this is Marvel Spotlight, issue number 5, his very first appearance ever. That's one of my favorite books in my collection, but definitely an awesome first appearance that's got to be in the collection. Moving down the line, this is probably one of the first really big keys that I bought. This is my favorite character. This is Sabretooth, first appearance. Iron Fist 14 in all its glory in an 8.5 newsstand edition. Man, I love this book. I was so happy when I got this in my collection. Those of you who follow the show, you guys know I'm a freak for Sabretooth. I'm a big villains guy. He's the baddest one out there. This is his first appearance, so definitely has to be the end cap on this awesome video. If you guys have heard me talk about my buddy Sean before in other videos, he's the one I actually bought this from, gave me an outstanding price on it, and I am so pumped about having this in my collection. I still get excited when I look at it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the first installment of this trip down Dustin's collection of first appearances. Let me know what you thought about my Marvel Comics first appearances, and let me know how many of these did you have. Did you think that maybe I kind of duped you a little bit with the Hulk and the Spider-Man? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I know those don't count. I just wanted to throw them in there because I still think they're pretty cool books. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. I don't know what we're going to do next, but let me know what you think we should do next. Should we go DC? Should we go indie? I don't know. You tell me in the comments. Give it a thumbs up. Like I said, make sure you subscribe on the way out if you haven't. Thank you so much, as always, for being the best part of Two Brothers Comics, and collect your way.